All right, let's begin our practice today. Still making our way up our chakras. And so today, find your chair, sit up tall. And so today we're our third eye chakra, right? That's the sixth chakra in our body. And the third eye is this area between the eyebrows. And it's not just that topical area, but it also it goes deep into the pineal gland. And this pineal gland, if you were in class on Tuesday, we went over that a little bit, but it's a little tiny pine cone. It looks like a little pine cone shape, and it's in the center of your brain between both hemispheres of the brain. And this is the area that's very important, and it addresses our sleep cycle, right? Our rest, our wake and sleep cycle. So that circadian rhythm. And if you watch anything else in nature, except right now the human being, nature is in sync, right? With the seasons, with the sun, it comes up, it goes down, it goes winter, spring, summer, fall. All of nature, animals are, they don't have, animals don't have clocks, right? Plants don't have clocks or things to do, or, places to be, or, tech to learn. It just follows nature. It just follows the rhythm. Even if you have an animal, we were just talking about that. You see that your animals have a rhythm. And when they're bounced out of their rhythm, if they're used to eating at a certain time, they start talking to you when it's 5 minutes late. you know. So it's a good thing to be in rhythm. So our third eye helps us to get into that rhythm, right? Well, amongst many other things, right? It helps us just to our mood, our hormonal system, even our bone health, our immune system, our blood pressure, all of that. And I think most importantly, our intuition. When we can get quiet, right? That's when the answers come. And the answers are always 100% correct. If an answer comes and it wasn't the right answer, you weren't following your intuition. Sometimes we force it. Well, maybe I just do this. So when we can really get quiet and ask ourselves, ourself will give us the right answer. And it's very subtle. So let's begin with a nice tall spine. Let's begin by just moving the body. You can close your eyes and just move your body around. Stretch it, shake it, maybe moving the legs, moving the whole body. Yeah, just stretch it, move it. And notice any tension in the body, any tightness in the body, and just roll it around, move it around. Yeah. And then relax the hands down onto the lap with your palms up. We're going to come into a little mudra here that really helps us to boom, or focus right into that third eye center. And basically palms up, and you're just going to touch the thumb and the pointer finger. It's called Gyan Mudra, right? And mudras are that energy in our body that send signals to specific parts of our body. Yeah. And let's close our eyes as we look to begin our practice today. We're going to start the practice with the sound of Om 3 times. Om. It's actually A-U-M. Om. Yeah. And that will start to connect us to the universal energy, connect us to our consciousness, our internal and external consciousness. And it'll start to help us to get out of our mind, our egoistic mind. Yeah. So let's take a breath in through the nose and breathe out with a sigh. Yeah, just feel the body begin to relax. Again, breathe in and breathe out. Good. And now this time we're going to take a nice long breath in through the nose. And we're going to breathe out the sound of Om. Om. Bending the sounds as long as you can easily, and then relax. And good. And then again, let's take a breath in for Om. Take a breath in. Om. And one more time, take a breath in. Relax the breath. With eyes still closed, just gently bring your awareness to that third eye center. Like a tiny, teeny dot, the tip of a needle dot between your eyebrows. Just bring the awareness there. Where our deep insight lies, our intuition, our imagination, our vision. Breathing in and out through that pinprick third eye spot. Nice and easily. And now release the mudra. And we're going to do a few rounds of alternate nostril breathing. So keeping the eyes closed, take your pointer finger and your peace fingers, so your pointer finger and your middle finger, and just gently touch between your eyebrows. Relax your right shoulder. Take a breath in through both nostrils. And breathe out through both nostrils. Again, take a breath in through both nostrils. Gently touch the right side of your nose, just gently, and exhale out the left side. And then inhale slowly the left side. Touch the left side and exhale the right side. And inhale the right side. And gently touch the right side and exhale the left. Out. And then in the left. And out the right. And in the right. And out the left. Continue at your own pace, in and out. 3 more slow rounds. The body is relaxed, the breath is long and easy. Balancing here the left-right brain spheres. Nice and slow. Slow as you can. And just the next time that you breathe out the left side, take your time. As you exhale fully on the left nostril, you can release your right hand onto your lap. Relax the body. And then just feel the effects of the breath. Good. And when you're feeling ready and complete, you can gently start to flutter the eyes open. Yeah, so that pineal gland, again, it's the regulator for our sleep-wake cycle. And so you hear a lot, probably from your doctor, probably from the news, probably from so many people, to turn off your screens, your cell phones, your computer, your TVs, all that has that blue light that comes in, hits the pineal gland, and that says senses to the brain, oh, stay awake, right? It's light out. And even during the course of the day, we want the light to come in, right? Because that stops the melatonin from releasing. But when it's dark, that the brain then pumps out the melatonin, and the melatonin is what helps us to fall to rest, fall to sleep, right? So it's not just, whatever, or wait, I'm just gonna check that last little text, which I'm guilty, right? While you're laying in your bed. Some people have TV on and fall asleep to the TV on, and that is whacking your system out, right? So just try it and try it slowly. If you're really used to your certain routine with screens and things like that, just try slowly, a little bit longer to not have that light flashing into your eyes about an hour before you go to sleep. Yeah. And then have your room as dark as possible. For safety reasons, if you need a little, light, that's fine, but just have it be really dim. And yeah, and just give that a try. Because when we're in sync, it's like babies, like when we were born, we had a schedule. Right? And when we were off the schedule, we were crying because we were cranky. Yeah. So give it a try. And this tapping into even taking this mudra and doing some rounds of alternate nostril breathing like we just did before you go to sleep, or just ujjayi breath, before you go to sleep. That'll send all the signals to the brain to say, time to rest. Yeah. Okay, so let's begin. Since it's daylight, let's open our eyes, have the light come in, and let's begin to just move a little bit. So nice tall spine, take a breath in. And as you exhale, drop your chin to your chest. Ooh, feel that stretch down the back of your neck, down your spine. Good. On an inhale breath, roll your head over to the right and lift it up. And exhale over to the other side and forward. Feel free to soften your gaze or close your eyes and just take inventory of how your neck is feeling today. This is also something nice to do before you go to sleep, right? Just do these nice neck rolls, and we'll do some shoulder rolls, and then do a round of, maybe 5-10 rounds of alternate nostril breathing with ujjayi breath, and then lay down and go to sleep in the dark. Next time that the head comes forward, pause. Reverse, go the opposite direction. Smile on the face, bringing your awareness to that third eye center, that little needle point, third eye center. Yeah, just having an awareness there. And then that your head comes forward, pause, wiggle your toes. Press down into your toes, slowly lift your heart up. Good. Relax your arms down alongside your body. Good. On an inhale breath, bring your shoulders forward and up. And as you exhale, back and down. Yeah, nice slow rolls. Breathing in as you go up, breathing out as you come down. Good. Nice and slow. Good. And then reverse, opposite direction. So when we do this before bed, we're sort of just melting away all the stresses and strains of the day. Again, telling the body, all right, just let go. It's time for rest. Yeah, good. And then relax. Good. All right. Keeping the arms down alongside the body, turn your palms out, press down into your feet. Inhale, reach your arms out and up. Good. Just to where it's comfortable for you. If your shoulders are tight, stretching your arms up is uncomfortable, cactus your arm. Good. And then lift your heart and gently look up towards the sky. So just lifting the gaze up and finding your breath. Just starting to stretch, giving some space to the vertebrae in the spine. Good. And then on your next exhale breath, bring your head down, back forward. And then just slowly turn your palms out, bend your elbows, and just let your arms flow down towards the floor. Good. Yeah. And then shake out your hands. Flop your hands around. Shake out your hands. Yeah. Blink your eyes. And then release your hands back onto your lap. Find that gentle, tall spine. Looking straight forward, we're going to move our eyes. So this, third eye center is about the, your eyesight, right? Your neck, your throat, all the things up in your face. Yeah. So keeping the eyes looking forward, slowly roll your eyes over to the right. And then forward. And then to the left. Keeping your head still, just your eyes moving. And forward. Then roll your eyes up towards the ceiling. Again, don't lift your head. And forward. And down towards the floor. Don't dip your chin. Good. Now we're going to go on an angle, so eyes forward. We're going to go up to 10 o'clock. Good. And then go down to 8 o'clock. So on an angle. And then forward. And then up to 2 o'clock. And down to 4 o'clock. On an angle. And forward. Good. And blink your eyes. Yeah. Good. And roll out your shoulders. And we're going to take our hands now to our ears. And we're just going to massage our ears, right? The earlobes, the cartilage on the side of your ears. Once there, you can pull your ears back. Feel like almost that it opens your sinuses when you do that. Massage that cartilage. Make your way to the top of your ears. Maybe pull your ears up and relax, and pull your ears up and relax. Make your way back down the side of that cartilage of your ears and maybe roll your ears in a circle. Yeah, really getting those energy points in our ears. That'll help to wake us up too. Yeah. Good. And then relax the hands down. And just close your eyes for just a half a second and feel the effects on your ears. You can feel the tingling in your ears. Maybe they feel warm. It's getting the blood flow into the ears. Yeah. And open your eyes. It's so important for us to move every little part of our body every day, right? Because that keeps our body moving. Our cells are constantly breaking down and regenerating every day, right? Every day. The trillions and trillions of cells are doing that every day. I think I've heard that we regenerate all of our cells, the billions and trillions of cells, once a year, right? Of course, as we get older, that process can be a little slower. So when we do this, we're waking that up. We're saying, oh yeah. The cells are like, oh yeah, okay, I need to move around. And that'll just help us to stave off disease, right? Our bodies can heal themselves. We just need to give them some support like we're doing today. Yeah, good. Okay, scooting forward in your chair. Good. Bringing your legs a little bit wider apart, not too wide, just a little bit. And then taking your hands, grabbing your chair here. So we're going to do cat-cow with a little, like a supported cat-cow. Sometimes it helps us to get a little deeper stretch. Yeah. So on an inhale breath, lift your chest and look up. And you can pull up with your hands, like to open up your chest a little bit more. Stretch your shoulders back. Good. And then exhale, relax your shoulders, let your head fall forward. Just have a little bit of a curve in the spine if that's available to you. Yeah. And then inhale again, lift the heart, lift the chest, look up, stretch your elbows back towards the back of your chair. And then exhale, drop your head. Now let's do that one more time. Inhale, lift your third eye up so it's shining on the ceiling. Stretch your elbows back. And then relax, round forward a little bit. Good. And relax. So the more we move, like when we stretch, even these little stretches help us to go deeper in meditation. Heel toe your feet maybe a little bit wider apart. We're going to come into a forward fold, being mindful of any sinus infection you may have, uncontrolled high blood pressure, eye pressure for, any retinal issues. You don't want to completely drop your head down, but we're going to make our way into a little forward fold. Take a breath in, lift your heart. As you exhale, hinge forward. Keep your spine straight, keep your head above your shoulders, right? And then transition your elbow one at a time onto your thigh. Good. And just let your hands hang between your legs. Yeah. Nice breath in. And as you exhale slowly, if it's available to you, just let your head drop down. Good. And breathe. And so I don't know your body. If you want to bring one hand to the fingertips to the floor and the other to the floor, that's up to you. Yeah, that's not for me today. And breathe. And if you dropped your head and you're feeling like there's too much pressure in the head, just lift the head up till you're not feeling that pressure. Yeah. And now breathe deeply and focus on that third eye pin, prick, needle spot. Yeah. And almost feel like you're breathing in and out of the third eye with a little smile on your face. Good. All right, relax the breath now. And if you have your fingers on the floor, bring one elbow up to your thigh, then the other. If your elbows now are on your thighs, bring one hand to your thigh and then the other. Head still down. Press down into your feet and your hands. Keep the head down as you slowly bring the body straight back up. And once the shoulders are up, then you can lift the head and relax the shoulders. Nice. And then we're going to toe, heel, your feet back to hip distance apart. Good. Getting some blood flow into this upper part of our body, into our brain. All right, we're going to do eagle pose. So we're going to squeeze out for our immune system, our lymphatic system. Spring is just around the corner. March 1st is tomorrow. Yay, March is coming. And springtime is a really good time to detox. So the next probably week, month or so, we'll be focusing on spring detox. But so we can start with that today with eagle pose. So if it's available to you, cross your right leg over your left. If that is not comfortable for you to sit up tall, simply just cross at your ankles. That's fine. Yeah, either one, whichever is most comfortable with a tall spine. Relax the arms down. On an inhale breath, spread your arms into little wings here. Yeah, take a breath in. As you exhale, start to relax your shoulders, move your arms forward. Good. And now we're going to lift the left arm up. We're going to cross as high up as we can. So we're going to try to come into full eagle arms here. So really cross as high up as you can. Good. And then we're going to bend the elbows and bring the backs of the hands together. And you can maybe try to get that left elbow into the crook of the right. If that's not happening for you, just hold on to your shoulders here. Yeah, good. If you do have full eagle arms here, an option is to bring that right hand into the left palm or just the backs of the hands together. Then take your thumb of the left hand and see if you can touch the middle of your eyebrows here. Yeah. And if you're crossed here, just holding onto yourself, you can lift that left hand up and do that. So we're taking that thumb and just touching the middle of our eyebrows. And let's close our eyes. Let's take a nice big breath in. Lift your elbows up a little higher. Lift up. And then as you exhale, just bow forward just a little bit with the head. Little round in the upper back. Press into that left foot and lift the gaze back up or the head back up. Again, eyes closed. You can have them open if you'd like to. And then exhale, just round to sleeping eagle a little bit. Good. And then one more time, inhale, lift the chin. Yeah. And exhale, sleeping eagle again. And then just come up straight back up. Good. Keeping your hands where they are, arms where they are. If you were hugging your, removing the thumb from the forehead. Yeah, so you're either hugging yourself or you're in eagle arms. Good. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, gently squeeze your arms together, squeeze your legs together. Lift the pelvic floor muscles up off your chair. And breathe. And breathing into that third eye space. Yeah, squeezing as you're breathing. Detoxifying the lymphatic system. And also restricting blood flow in those areas for just a little bit. And then as you exhale, relax the whole body. And then slowly start to lift the elbows up a little higher and let them start to uncross very slowly. We were there for a little bit. Yeah. So opening up, unfolding yourself, and then just let your arms float through space down towards the floor. Yeah, and relax. You can flutter your eyes open if you had them closed. And now we're going to switch. We're going to uncross here, wiggle out the legs just a little bit. Good. And then we're going to cross the other leg. And again, on this side, either crossing over or crossing at your ankles. Relax your arms down. Let's just do a few nice, gentle shoulder rolls and just try to release any of the little tension that might have built up. This is a nice deep stretch for that shoulders and your back, your upper back, your thoracic spine, your shoulder blades. Yeah, all right. Relax now, press into that right foot and float the arms up. Take a breath in and bring your arms forward. And this time, right arm on top, opposite arm, and cross as high as you can. And either grab onto your shoulders. Actually, sometimes if you do that and you scoot your hands back, then you're more in a position to bring full eagle arms, bringing the backs of the hands together or taking that left hand into the right palm. Yeah, good. And now find your right thumb and gently find that third eye center. So you're just pressing that into the third eye. And again, if you're hugging, you can just lift that right arm up and press the thumb into the third eye and close your eyes. Yeah. Take a nice big breath in and breathe out and just let the head relax. Let the upper arms just drape onto your chest. Just falling forward just a little bit. Press into your right foot, lift the body back up, the heart up, the elbows up. And exhale, fold back in. And when we fold in, we really feel that nice squeeze in our underarm lymphatic system. And one more, lifting up, extending, and exhale, just rounding forward. Good. And now coming straight back up. Yeah, good. And you can release the hands off of the your thumb off your third eye. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, squeeze your arms together, squeeze your legs together, squeeze your toes, lift your pelvic floor muscles up. Just squeeze whatever you can squeeze as you breathe in and out of that third eye space. And as you exhale, relax, let the arms start to raise up and out slowly on blossom open and down. Love doing that. Reminds me of spring. And then roll out the shoulders. You can flutter your eyes open if you like. Yeah, good. And relax. Good. And uncross here. All right. And then let's just wiggle out the legs. Roll the shoulders, shake the hands. Just gently shake the body and release any tension that you might have built up there. Yeah, good. All right, and then we're going to make our way to a stand. Yeah, so either heels back or maybe one foot in front of the other, keeping the spine straight, head above the shoulders, hinging forward. Good. Take a breath in, let it go all the way. And now on a big inhale breath, press into your feet, slowly come to a stand. Yeah, we've been sitting for a little while, so tendency, I know for me, when I do that, I get a little stiff in my hips. Yeah, so let's just start to move, let the body and shake. Wiggle out whatever you want to wiggle out. Get the circulation going throughout the whole body. Yeah, nice. And shake your chest, your shoulders, your hips, your legs. Yeah, just move. Good. And come to our mountain pose. Good. On an inhale breath, reach your arms out and up. Now, yeah, again, like when we were seated. And see if you can lift your gaze and look up towards the sky. And just find a few breaths here. These long, slow, deep breaths. Good. Now on an exhale breath, bring your head back forward and then just through bent arms, come into cactus pose. Good, and pause there, palms are forward, stretching your upper arms back, lift your heart, look up. Good. And exhale, relax, and just let the arms continue to float all the way down. Good. And shake it out, roll it out. Nice. Good. Okay, we're going to bring our legs a little bit wider apart, doing our side to side with our effervescent hugs, right? So inhale, and again, you can just go tiny little inhale, exhale here, or you can do a little bit bigger and lift the heels as you do that. Ha. 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 And one more. Ha. And slow it down. Come back to center. Good. And now bring your feet back to hip distance apart. Good. We're going to make our way into Warrior One pose. So we'll start with the right leg back. So just step back with your right foot. Maybe bring your legs a little wider. That'll give you room to square your hips to the front. Soften this left knee, the front knee here. Yeah. And that's finding yourself into Warrior One pose. Good. If you have your chair here, it's always handy to have your chair. Feel free to hang on to it. And we're going to see if we can reach our right arm up and then reach the left arm up. Take a breath in, lift the heart. Exhale, see if you can just melt into the pose, right? Maybe bending that left knee just a little bit more, dropping your hips a little bit more. Heart is lifted, gaze is lifted, and we're breathing to that third eye, right? Our intuition, our vision, both vision like with our eyes vision and vision of our consciousness. Yes, and our heart. And then as you exhale, just let the heart float down, let the hands float down. Good. All right, so we're going to straighten this left knee. We're going to take the right foot and step it in just a little bit. So now the right foot rather, the toes are forward. We're moving our way into pyramid pose here. And now if you want to narrow your stance a little bit, so both feet forward, Right foot a little bit further back than the left, maybe the toe in line with the left heel or whatever's comfortable on your body. Good. All right, so we're on a tightrope here, a little bit of a balance. We're gonna bring our hands onto our hips. Good. Gonna inhale, lift the heart, look up, stretch up, reach your elbows back slightly, opening up that whole front body. Good. Keep breathing. Good. And on your next exhale now, start to slide your hips back with your fingers. Start to hinge forward. Keep your back straight. Keep the head looking forward. Yeah, good. And just come halfway. So we're just hinging forward into an L shape. Good. And looking down towards the floor. Take a breath in. As you exhale, see if you can drop your right hip and lift your left hip up just a little bit, flattening out that sacrum. And find your breath. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths here. Each time you exhale, just allow the body to melt a little further forward, not rounding your back. You're hinging at your hips. Hips are moving back. Nice hamstring stretch. Stretches the whole back, yeah, of the legs, the hamstrings, the calves, even the Achilles tendons a little bit. And now on an inhale breath, press down into your hips as you unhinge. So with a nice straight spine, pressing down into your hips to bring the upper body back up. Yeah, good. And release and relax. Good. And then on an inhale breath, stepping the right foot next to the left and shake it out. Good. Roll out the shoulders, shake off any tension. Good. We're gonna just do that on the other side now. So we're gonna come to our nice mountain pose. We're gonna take our left foot now and just step it back. So on the heel, yes. Softening the right knee. If you're feeling a little precarious, you can widen your stance. That also allows us to bring our hips forward. Yeah, if we're on this tightrope, yeah, in this pose, almost impossible to get those hips straight. Yeah. So just find your range of motion here. Find your warrior one legs. Good. And then if it's available, reach the left arm up and reach the right arm up. Good. Take a breath in, look up. As you exhale, just relax your shoulders back and down, just melt into the pose. Maybe bending that right knee just a little bit, not too much. And breathe. Again, opening up all the chakras from our pelvic floor all the way up to that third eye. And breathe. Shine that third eye light on the ceiling and on the sky and into the universe. Yeah, like a shining star. And then on the next exhale breath, just bring your head back forward. Slowly let your arms lower down. Good, and relax. And now straightening this right knee. And on an inhale breath, bringing that left foot forward now. So both toes are forward. Yeah, stance is much narrower. And maybe even this way, widthwise, it's a little narrower. Good. And so find your pyramid, your nice pyramid legs. Bringing your hands onto your hips. Good. On an inhale breath, lift the chest, look up. Stretch up, stretch that whole stomach, chest. And then as you exhale with your fingers, take your fingers and start to hinge your hips back. There's a slight bend in the right knee. Don't want to lock it back, but both legs pretty straight. Hinge forward. Yeah, just to where it's comfortable for you. Take a breath in. As you exhale, see if you can drop your left hip and lift your right hip up slightly. You want a nice flat sacrum, possible. And breathe. Again, checking in with that right knee that it's not locked. There's a little bend there. And nice, long, slow, deep breaths here. Yeah. Good. One more breath. And now pressing down into your hips. On an inhale breath, start to bring the body back up. Slowly, spine stays straight. Once the body is up, yeah, release your hands down, shake them out. Good. And on an inhale breath, bring that left leg next to the right, left foot next to the right, and shake it out. Good. All right. Let's just move the body a little bit, do a little march. You can march forward. You can march in place. You can march forward and back. And just get nice and loose. Yeah. If you're going for a walk today, if you're here in Denver, I think most of you are that are live. Yeah. Go for a little walk today, or just sit out in the sun. Yeah. Getting out in nature is so healing. Yeah, getting out in nature and just observing nature. And it always moves to its intuition, right? It's always in sync. Yeah, so much to learn from there. All right, we're gonna come into a little balance pose here, our tree pose, because all the trees are gonna pretty much start to bloom soon. Yes. So coming to one side of your chair. Yeah. All right, so that you have the chair here for a little bit of stability. Good. We're gonna just do a beautiful tree pose. So important to stay nice and tall, especially when we're walking, right? Spring's coming, we're gonna start walking outside a little bit more. And you wanna have a lifted chest. You don't wanna walk with your head forward. This head weighs like a 10-pound bag of flour. And if it's forward, then the chances to trip and topple are a little bit greater. So you want a nice tall spine, nice and heart lifted. Good. All right. Shift weight into the inside leg next to your chair, and then see if you can bend the outside knee. Yeah. Start there. You want to make a little bit of a hip opener, then take the knee out to the side and slide your left foot to the inside of your right ankle. That's an option. You can also do it onto your shin, some of us even into our thigh, but we want to keep a nice tall spine. Yeah. So you want to challenge yourself just a little bit. And sometimes that just takes maybe letting go of your chair and bringing your hands into Anjali Mudra. Yeah. And a little bit of wobble is good. That means you're challenging yourself. And that also means you're engaging those deep core muscles to keep yourself upright. Tuck your tummy in and lift it up. That also helps our balance. If it's available to you, stretch your tree branches up towards the sky. Find a spot to stare at. That also helps with our balance. Yeah. Bring a smile to your face and breathe. Now, if this is enough of a challenge, you remain right here. And again, that little bit of wobble means that's good, right? If you want to lift your gaze up to where the ceiling meets the wall and shine your third eye onto the ceiling, that's an option. Yeah. Softening your gaze or even closing your eyes is the ultimate option to challenge yourself. You decide. Breathe. If you topple out a little bit, just smile and make yourself come back into where you were. Good. One more breath here. Good. Now on an exhale breath, open your eyes if you close them first. Bring your gaze forward. Slowly bring your palms together above your head if they're up there. Slowly let your hands float down to your heart. Good. And then gently release your legs, nice and slow. Yeah, shake it out. Good. And then let's make our way to the other side of our chair. All right. Nice tall spine. All right. And then also following your intuition in all of this stuff, taking the poses, your challenges, just to where it's challenging you a little bit, not too much, where you stop breathing and you start getting stressed, right? Then it's too far. And that's an analogy for life, right? I mean, there's certain things that sometimes we have to address, but if we can feel that feeling, our intuition is saying, this isn't feeling all right. Maybe if we can put it on the wayside for a little bit and just go do some breathing, go sit out in the sun and do something, and then go back to it. That's, finding that intuition, that balance. Let's do this side. So weight to the inside leg, bend the outside knee. Nice tall spine. If we're dumped down into the our upper weight into this standing leg, we feel really precarious, right? Just lifting the heart and adding that stability of the upper body helps greatly with our nice tall spine and our stability, our balance. Taking the leg out if you'd like, and the foot to the inside. Try to do the same thing on this side as you did on the other, but if that doesn't work, then modify. Yeah. Find your balance first. Tuck your tummy in and up. Yes. Look at a spot, a drishti gaze. Good. And then if it's available, float your hands into prayer position. Good. And if you want to reach your branches up, sometimes that's actually helpful. Yeah. And again, that little bit of wobble, tell yourself, I got this. I've got it. I can do it. Yeah. Options are to lift the gaze. Options are to soften or close the eyes. And option is not an option to breathe. Keep breathing. Yeah. And again, just tell yourself, I've got this. I've got it. 2 more breaths. I can do that. And when you're ready, opening the eyes, dropping the gaze forward, bringing your palms together, then floating your hands to your heart, and then releasing the leg. Yeah, nice. Shake it out. Good. Shake out the hips. Good. We're going to make our way to the back of our chair into a downward facing dog. That might feel nice here to just come to that little bit of a wider stance again, and just rock the body side to side. I just love this. I do this several times a day, usually. Yeah. Maybe you're breathing out the opposite way than you were when we did this, when we just stood up. Figure that out. And one more. And come back to center. Good. And now stepping yourself back to your mountain pose in downward facing dog. So different options for downward dog. You can use the back of your chair. You don't want to press too hard down. You don't want the chair to slide forward. So make sure that, or you can have your palms on the seat of your chair, coming to the side of your or front of your chair, and starting here and walking back or a wall. Good. We're just going to come into a nice downward facing dog. So start to walk back as far as you can, as far as the body will allow, hips going back. Once you've landed here, feet may be slightly wider than hip distance apart, and maybe soften your knees. Bend your knees a little bit, stretch your hips back, rest your head between your arms. Yeah. And you're just gently feeling the pressing down of your palms, reaching your fingers forward as your hips reach back, and breathe. So you're elongating the whole back of your body, from your fingertips down the back of your neck, your spine, your glutes, your hamstrings. If you want to straighten one knee, get a little bit deeper hamstring stretch, and then bend it, and straighten the other knee, and bend it. And maybe straighten both knees, stretch your hips back, reach your fingers forward, tummy tucked up, breathe. 2 breaths. Just enjoy this whole back body stretch. And then softening the knees, good. Looking up forward a little bit. And then just slowly start to make your way back to the back of your chair. Little baby steps as you mosey back to the back of your chair. And relax the arms down, roll out the shoulders. Good. All right. Now we're going to make our way to the seat of our chair. Really nice work, everybody here. Good. Coming into chair pose, right in front of our chair. Yes. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, start to send your hips back. And you can pause here and take a breath in. And as you exhale, maybe you come down a little further. Send those hips back. You grab onto your chair. And then maybe you just let your hips land onto your chair. Good. We're going to scoot forward here. Good. Now we're going to just do a little seated chair pose here. So again, chair pose gets these thighs working, these big thighs. You can even do that when we're sitting down. Yeah. So on an inhale breath, reach your arms forward and up. Good. You can look up to where the ceiling meets the wall. And as you exhale, drag your belly button forward, start to hinge forward. Reaching towards the sky, hinging forward. Pressing gently down into your feet and breathe. Another version of chair pose. Yeah, stretch long. Good. And shine that third eye onto the ceiling. Good. On an inhale breath, press down into your feet. Bring the body slowly back up. Release your gaze forward. And then exhale, just let your arms float down, either side or just straight down. Yeah, good. And relax. All right, coming into a little twist and hip opener here. So we're scooted to the front of our chair still. Gonna hinge forward, grab behind right knee. On an inhale breath, hug that thigh into your belly. Give it 100%, really squeeze it. That helps a little bit with detoxification. Give your little ankle a turn in one direction and the other. Good. And then take this leg and cross it over. Good. Just simply cross it over again as we started with eagle. Cross it over at the thigh or at the ankle. Good. All right, relax your arms down. Into a little twist we're gonna go. On an inhale breath, reach your arms forward and up. Take a nice big breath in, lift your heart, look up. As you exhale, relax the body, head back forward. And then at your waist, slowly start to turn your body and then release your arms down. It won't be far, right? So that left outside of that left forearm or hand is on the outside of the right knee. If it's available to you, bring that right palm behind your right hip, press down into the seat of your chair. Get a nice tall spine. And as you exhale, slowly turn your head and look over to the right. Breathe into your belly. Yeah. Inhale as the belly rises. Exhale, the belly draws back. Exaggerate that as much as you can. One more breath. Good for the digestive tract. Good for the stomach. Next time you exhale, relax the body. Slowly bring your body back forward. Good. If you're crossed here, take that leg and start to lift it up and just let that knee drop open. Good. Take a breath in, lift the heart, lift the right toes. If you're at your crossed at your ankles, just remain there. As you exhale, press that third eye forward. Keep pressing it forward, look forward. Yeah. And then close the eyes, let the head drop down. Take a couple breaths here. And focusing on that third eye. As you exhale, just relax the back, the hips, the shoulders. Just let the body plop forward. On an inhale breath, press down into that standing foot. Your left foot, slowly come back up. And very gently just help that leg up and off. Good. And then on an inhale breath, squeeze this one in to your belly. Squeeze, 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 and rotate. We literally get every inch of our body when we do yoga, right? From toes to fingers to eyes, right? And then cross over if it's available, or cross at ankles. Find your nice tall spine. Relax your arms down. And inhale breath, press into your right foot to float your arms up. Look up, stretch up. As you exhale, relax the shoulders back and down. Relax the head. Twist over to the left now. As far as it's comfortable, release your arms down. Outside of the forearm or right hand on the outside of the left thigh. Left palm presses down behind your left hip on the seat of the chair. Nice tall spine as you breathe in. As you exhale, turn and look over the left shoulder. Find deep breath here, that belly breath. That's actually massaging. A good nice massage here for the liver and the gallbladder on this side. Please breathe. One more breath. As you exhale, relax the body. Slowly bring the head back forward. Slowly bring the body back forward. Good. And now on this side, if it's available to you, lift the knee and let the leg just fall out. Yeah, or you can be crossed at your ankles or the side of your shoe on top of the right shoe. Take a breath in, lift the heart, look up, and exhale, press that third eye forward as you hinge forward. Good. And then looking down, closing the eyes, finding a few breaths here. Inhale through that third eye center. Exhale, just allow the shoulders to relax, the hips to relax, the lower legs to relax. Let the body plop forward. 2, for 1. And now coming out slowly, pressing down into the right foot, slowly bring the body back up. Good. And gently let that leg up and off the other. Good. And wiggle out your legs. Roll the shoulders. And let's get ready for final relaxation. So you can either lay down, that's an option, or just scooting your hips all the way to the back of your chair. Yeah, nice and open, lots of things that we released. So get yourself nice and situated, make sure you're warm and cozy. Palms up on your lap. Coming into that Gyan Mudra, just touching the thumb and the pointer finger. Other fingers just relaxed forward, close the eyes. Bringing your awareness now to that tiny pin dot between your eyebrows. And take a breath in through your third eye. And breathe out through that space, that third eye. 2 more breaths at your own pace. And now release the breath. Relax the hands. And allow the body to become still. And in this stillness is where you meet your intuition, your answers. And just let go of all of your efforts. A little smile to your face. Feel the shoulders relax. And the arms. Fingers. belly. Legs. Whole body. Let go of all of your efforts. Simply find the quiet. Relax. And your awareness to how you feel. And allow yourself to remain here in this quiet for as long as you'd like. Should you choose to slowly come back into this space, take a deep breath in and breathe out. Begin to wiggle toes and fingers. Gently sway or move the body very slowly. Coming back to center. Bringing your hands into prayer position, resting them onto your heart. And then bringing your thumbs from your heart to your third eye, your forehead. Take a nice big deep breath in. And as you exhale, just bow your head forward. Closing practice today with this. With inner calmness, talents simply appear. Love springs up and intuition comes. Peace comes. And then comes prosperity. When you're feeling ready and complete, on an inhale breath, start to lift your head back up. And then float your hands back down to your heart. Have a lovely, amazing rest of your day. When it's feeling ready and complete, you can just flutter your eyes open. And I thank you all for coming and clicking on that intuition. Listen to it. It has all the right answers. Have an amazing rest of your day. Namaste.